Your Excellency, Right Honorable Government House of Taraba State. Today marks the realization of a vision that reflects the aspirations and commitments of our dear Governor, Dr. Abu Kefas, to enhance governance, development, and the delivery of services to our people. This modeled and constructed government house stands as a testament to the values of efficiency, innovation, and the forward thinking that our administration holds dear. It is not merely a structure, but a symbol of the stability, progress, unity we seek to maintain and promote in Taraba State. It is a great privilege to have our distinguished guest of honor, General Chinua Danjuma, GCON retired, Rabanta Fukari, and a leader of excellence, and also an illustrious son of this great state, Taraba, here with us to commission this monumental project. Your presence, General, fills us with immense pride and joy. Your contributions to our state and the nation have left indelible marks, and your dedication to the development of Taraba remains a source of inspiration to us all. I would like to extend my warmest welcome to all the esteemed dignitaries here with us today. Our former governors, deputy governors, members of the National Assembly, traditional and religious leaders, and our cherished sons and daughters of Taraba State. Your presence today is a powerful reminder of our collective commitment to the progress and prosperity of our state. This commissioning is a key milestone in the governor's vision to uplift and transform Taraba State. With this newly remodeled facility, we aim to ensure that the operations of the state government are carried out with utmost professionalism and in an environment befitting the people of Taraba State. To respond to the people and development effort, touching the lives of every person in the state. I would like also to appreciate the entire project team, whose tireless dedication and effort have today been possible. Your hard work has brought this vision of life, vision to life, and we are all proud of your accomplishments. Once again, I warmly welcome each and every one of you to this significant event. We look sorry, sirs, with all humility and humbleness, I think we should standardize this protocol standard. Because whenever a program is on, when the governor is seated, all movements and greetings are supposed to be suspended until a particular right time for that particular thing. Thank you with all humility and humbleness. Your Excellency, it's now my singular honor and privilege to invite Ibrahim Yaboro, the Permanent Secretary, Government House, for brief history of the Government House. Ibrahim Yaboro, is he around?
Kefas, gwamnatin Tinubu Tinubu shaida.
Your Excellencies and the Chairman of this occasion, may I crave your indulgence to stand on the existing protocol. As an astute statesman, a philanthropist, and a colossus, his impact in capital development has permeated all the states in Nigeria and beyond. We cannot be able to enumerate what you mean to Taraba State, even Nigeria as a whole and Africa as a continent. May God continue to grant you good health and wisdom as you impact positively the lives of people irrespective of tribe, religion, and ethnicity through your foundation. Taraba State was created on the 27th of August 1991 out of the defunct Gongola State. This is a state with a huge reservoir of natural resources. That is why Taraba is aptly christened nature's gift to the nation, which, if carefully harnessed, will feed and sustain this country beyond the crude oil in the Niger Delta for over 300 years. When the state was created in August 1991, the seat of government was in the present Secretariat of Jalingo Local Government Council, while the first military administrator, Navy Commodore Ambrose Adeyemi Afolahan, official residence, and other military administrators that ruled the state from August 1991 to May 1999 was Government House Lodge 1, which was built as the official residence of the then divisional officer, DO, in charge of Mori Division in the early 1960s. The dynamic governor has also remodeled his official residence and constructed other buildings in the government house, which include, among others, 10 offices for social advisors, 3 modern security gates, a banquet president office where he is occupying. This office was not only dilapidated but abandoned since October 2012, when the former governor of blessed memory had a plane crash. From that 2012 up to 2023, about 13 years, the place was locked up, a state of disrepair. The dynamic governor has also remodeled his official residence and constructed other buildings in the government house, which includes, among others, 10 offices for special advisors, 3 modern security gates, a banquet hall, security and communication office, an armory, a guest house, fire service station, data and technology complex, a chapel, a warehouse, and a modern canteen, among others. This he has done within a span of 12 months. In spite of the lean financial resources accruing to the state, where we are praying and believing God that the governor who has come with a vision and a mandate to serve the people, and certainly God will make a way so that he will do more and meet the expectation of the electorate within these 8 years that God has given him realm of leadership of the state. To God be all that he has done and has done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Permanent Secretary, Government House. Please, all of our guests who are here, I want to honorably and humbly tell you that we are all recognized and you are all highly welcome. The main occasion shall be in sight where you will see the remodeled government house and your name shall be mentioned. But they say, when fathers are around, fathers should be mentioned. General Sir, with your kind permission, permit me to recognize the presence of Professor Jirigana, former Minister of Information, former whatever in Nigeria, a leader by excellence, a speaker to the code, a linguistic, met and produced in Nigeria. Minister, chairman, leader, former presidential candidate, you are welcome, sir. Your Excellency, to cut the long story short, it's now my singular honor, all of you should be patient. When we're in, everybody will be recognized. We are managing time. I have police. It's now my singular honor, Your Excellency, to invite you as the #1 citizen of our state, and governor of the state, leader of and materials, as well as the chairman of the occasion, General Theophilus Danjuma. We are managing time. It's now a single honor and privilege to invite
Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Kefas, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, Mr. Pinteri, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I commissioned this remodeled, magnificent new building in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. May all the people that will live and work in this building be blessed and progress properly and effectively. Amen. May the Almighty God bless our state.
Amen.
Bless our country, Nigeria.
Amen.
Bring us peace, which we lack at the moment. We bless our government.
Amen.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
This way.
He's coming here now. People are coming here. The house and staff on the other side. It's opening this place. You should go back. Yes, they are opening this place. All right, let's move back. Let's go back. All right, let's go back. Go now.
Got a lock right here. The DJ next turn. You never need words, no, no. Let one love set you free.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
Amade
Doja Salamadini, I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day, time doesn't just tick away. It's a countdown to political decisions that shape our world.
This country must move.
Imagine the impact these decisions have on our lives. Some are consequential, others may leave us intrigued or baffled.
You will have no better friend and partner than Nigeria.
Step in and feel the frenzy like never before. Join me every weekday for an hour of fact-finding interviews where questions cut to the core.
How would you say your administration has fared in these sectors?
I will dig in to get to the heart of issues, from local politics to global insight. Join me as I unearth the power plays, jaw-dropping revelations and the unfiltered truth. This isn't just politics, it's unraveling the stories that matter. Brace yourself for Politics Tonight every weekday at 8 p.m., where every decision echoes along the corridors of our lives. Politics Tonight, only on TVC News.
Experience information and entertainment like never before as TVC Breakfast takes your weekends to a whole new level. Introducing TVC Breakfast Weekend Edition, your ultimate source of thrilling sports updates, insightful political analysis, and captivating entertainment news. Stay in the know with what's trending, catch up with the latest in sports, and immerse yourself in the latest buzz from the world of music and movies. Your weekends are no longer just days off, but moments packed with knowledge, excitement, and enjoyment. TVC Breakfast Weekend Edition, only on TVC News.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
You're watching Beyond 100 Days with Nifemi Oguntoye. President Tinubu, since he assumed office,
they are on our way to progress.
6 out of the 8 APC federal lawmakers.
I have a movement structure that's going to take back our party in Enugu State. Because this one I'm seeing is tales by moonlight. It's not working.
So I'm wondering what you think or who you think can stop him now.
He doesn't own the party.
One of the causes of inflation is because people cannot go to the farm.
The government still needs to do more so that people can eat.
I believe we're clamoring for is more responsible use of social media. Not that people just go in there and think that they can say anything to anybody.
Tinubu is not one who believes in the same thing. I mean, he wants to get it done. He will face it. He will get it done.
Yes, the president, from inception of his administration, focused squarely on diversifying the economy and driving in investments to, cushion the effect of everything that we've seen, ranging from COVID-19 to the global commodity shocks, global financial crisis, and all of that.
I was privileged to have worked under a governor who believed in the system, who also built up the system, and I'm going to do same.
All right, that's our show today, everyone. Thanks for being a part of it.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Albert Chinua Achebe was born November 16, 1930 in Ogidi, Nigeria. He went to Government College in Umuahia, Nigeria. In 1948, Achebe won a scholarship to the University of Ibadan to study medicine, but after a year, he changed his major to writing. After graduation in 1953, he became a script writer for the Nigerian Broadcasting Service, NBS, eventually becoming the head programmer for the discussion series. In 1956, he visited London for the first time to take a training course with the BBC. On returning, he moved to Enugu and edited and produced stories for the NBS. Achebe was unhappy with books about Africa written by British authors such as Joseph Conrad and John Buchan, because he felt the descriptions of African people were inaccurate and insulting. In his spare time, he worked on Things Fall Apart. The novel was published in 1958. The book won immediate international recognition and also became the basis for a play. His second book, No Longer at Ease, published in 1960, is set in the last decade before Nigeria achieved independence. In 1961, Chinua Achebe met and married Christiana Chinwe Okoli, and they eventually had 4 children. The third book in the African trilogy, Arrow of God, was published in 1964. Achebe published his 4th novel, A Man of the People, in 1966. The novel tells a story of the widespread corruption of Nigerian politicians and ends in a military coup. During the Biafra conflict, Achebe's house was bombed and his friend Christopher Okili was killed. Achebe and his family went into hiding in Biafra and then fled to Britain for the duration of the war. From 1972 to 1976, Achebe held a visiting professorship in African literature at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. After that, he returned again to teach at the University of Nigeria. He became chair of the Association of Nigerian Writers and edited Uwandigo, a journal.
We're interrupting this program to bring you a live telecast. Our regular programs will continue shortly. Please stay tuned.
Of the second segment of the event, where you are expected to watch all the beautiful things he has been able to do for the people of Taraba State. And I believe that by the end of the day, you shall all be elated with what has been shown to you. And I believe that those of you who are our guests will take home some messages, will key into some of the projects we have shown you on TV and on the screen, and you will take it back home and make judicious use of it. We want to thank you and appreciate you most sincerely.
Thank you, our wonderful colleagues, senior, distinguished guests, very important guests in this occasion today. As we earlier on said, that we all welcome to this great occasion. This is nature's gift to the nation, where great things are happening, and of course you have seen the finger of God in this state, where His Excellency the Starboy has moved us, the Taraba State that once they were called I glorified a capital of a state to international capital of a state. Your Excellency, the governor of our state, our dear state, the star boy, Dr. Kefas, have changed the narratives of Taraba State in all ramifications when it comes to education, when it comes to agriculture, human resources, civil service, and every other thing. Distinguished guests, as we continue in this event this evening or this afternoon, let us quickly recognize the wife of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, Abu Kefas seated, and of course we have the wife of the former governor of Taraba State, Hawa Dambabasuntai. You're welcome, and of course we have our senators here seated, and of course the Speaker of the Taraba State Assembly and members of the Taraba State Assembly, members of the State Executive Council. Very important announcement, please. The seats are already tagged. Please kindly obey the protocol and sit accordingly. We also want to recognize the security heads of the state. You can see the civil defense, the road safety, the police, and of course the DSS, and everyone is seated. We are enjoying peace in Taraba State. You are all welcome. Thank you for giving us peace. Distinguished guests, thank you. You're welcome. Your Royal Majesty, you're welcome, sir. In the course of this event, the full protocol will be rendered. Thank you. That are here present, distinguished members of the Federal House of Representatives that are here present, ambassadors, the Speaker, Taraba State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Kisito Bonzena, members of the Taraba State House of Assembly that are here present. We want to recognize honorable members of the State Executive Council, the security heads in Taraba State that are here seated, and of course our Royal Father, heavily seated, special advisors and special assistants that are here. We recognize Her Excellencies that are here present in this occasion. Very important guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you're welcome to Nature's Gift to the Nation. State PDP chairman to this great occasion. So you're welcome to this occasion, please. Shall we give him a round of applause? The Arts Council, please, can you get ready to perform? Let us start having a few entertainment, please. And some other performances that are going to be lining up for this evening viewers and consumption. I would like to also let you know that the TV Taraba is also live on in our social media handles, and of course you can watch it live right away. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we recognize you all are coming in from outside the state. As we always say, this is nature's gift to the nation, and you're all welcome. Arts Council, can we have your entertainment? Sound drum should be going on so that we can have performances. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, We would like to have Arts Council, please. Taraba State Arts Council, let's have you on stage immediately. While we do that, yes, we earlier recognize the presence of our former wife of our former governor, Taraba State, Dambaba Suntai, Dr. Mrs. Hawa Didi Suntai. Major, welcome once again. We still have to be recognizing you because the people really want to know that you're here. Without much ado, distinguished guests, please, let's have Taraba State Arts Council performing live here. Arts Council, your time starts now. After that, we're going to have, all right, the people are still ready to.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to honor before the presentations by telling you, sir, who have came into Taraba State because of your invitation and in honor of your service to the people. Your Excellency, first, we have His Excellency, the former acting governor of Taraba State, Alhaji Garba Umar UTC, a wonderful round of applause for him. We have His Excellency, Alhaji Armaya Wabakar Dauda, was a one-time Deputy Governor of Taraba State. We also have Her Excellency, Hawa Dambaba Damfulani Suntai, the wife to my boss, the wife to my principal, the wife to my benefactor, and the wife of the former Executive Governor of Taraba State. Your Excellency, we also have Senator Jim Kuta David. Senator, you are highly welcome. Your Excellency, we also have Senator Shaibu Isa Lau. We have Senator Anthony George Manzo. We have Senator Abubakar Umar Tutare. We have Senator Abba Marafa. We have Honorable Yakubu Shiroma. We have Honorable Mark Husseini Bako. We have Honorable Abbas Sadiq Tafida. We have Honorable Abel Foa. We have Honorable Danladi Badi Tijos. We have Honorable Babangida Nguroje. We have Honorable Mukhtar Baje. We have Justice Paul Galumje, JSC, Justice of the Supreme Court, retired. We also have Air Vice Marshal Kabiru Aliyu. We also have Air Commando Abdullahi Dogo. We also have AIG Aisha Tubaju. We also have AVM Y Malgu, retired. We have Major General Habila Vintanaba, retired. We have Reverend Isa El Buba. We have Jeremiah El Buba. We have Ambassador Umar Damagum, PDP National Chairman, and 6 others from the PDP National Headquarters, sir. We also have Alhaji Muhammad Al-Khali Imam. We have Alhaji Ismail Al-Kudan. We have Mr. Shaka Shira, AGF, original of the Federation. You're welcome, sir. We have Elder Obadiah Ando. We have Chief Esike Emmanuel. We have Professor Jerry Gana. We have Ishaya Jerry Gana, PA to Jerry Gana. We have Ambassador Idris Waziri. We have Elder J.U. Kaigama. We have Elder Seth Phillips Ika. We have Engineer Joshua Hassan. We have Engineer Kundera Michael. We have Elder Marcus Shindo. We have Elder Saleh Yavala. We have Elder Akeng Ekejire. We have Elder Tanko. We have Elder Tanko. We have Elder Tanko. We have Elder Akeng Ezekere. Elder Tanko Esabisoba. We have Elder Garitanyaya. We have Honorable Ayuba Zaku. Your Excellency, let me confess, since Taraba State was created in 1991, this is the first time this cream de la cream, these men I mentioned to you, were able to come together under an umbrella. Definitely they are not all under umbrellas. Some of them could be from rooms or from dictionaries. But I think this is an achievement, Your Excellency, that you deserve a wonderful round of applause for it. To cut the long story short, sir, because of time, it's now my singular honor and privilege. We are straight into the briefings, and the briefings are supposed to take a little time because of time factor. Let me invite a briefing on Taraba State Agriculture Full Sustainability Committee, led by His Royal Highness the Emir of Muri, Alhaji Abbas Njita Tafida. After him, Permanent Secretary Solid Minerals, please get ready. Then Brunei, we are just going to take five minutes because of time factor.
I don't know what you guys
It is, go.
أعوذ بالله من الشر الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of our Creator and in honor of all our prophets, I start as a clean servant. My honorable best ever governor of Taraba State, Governor Kefas Abu, our Taraba most honorable citizen, General T.Y. Danjuma, our guest, the governor of Adamawa State, our lover and friend of the state, the deputy governor of Taraba State. I have only 4 minutes, and the protocol alone can take all the 4 minutes. So I will stop here because of the seriousness of the subject. I, as a person and members of our committee, humbly and gratefully thank the governor of Taraba State for honoring us with the responsibility to look at Taraba State in terms of agriculture and food security sustainability, which means, in effect, what are we doing now? What is wrong in what we are doing? What is right in what we are doing? And what is the next best we can do to make sure everybody in Taraba has food to eat and has a future in agriculture? The whole Taraba may not believe. First week of the committee, I have been receiving calls. When is the food you are going to produce going to be available? So the citizens of Taraba are not looking at the scientific answer, they are looking at the provision answer, which is the cause of the problem we have in the first place. That is, our people are looking for shortcut, and there is no shortcut in life. Reality must be followed, effort must be done before results are achieved. We took a long time. We have virtually concluded every aspect of the report, but we still have to consult a lot because it's a question of the life of 4 million people, and the governor and our committee cannot afford an error in agriculture in Taraba State. We must get agriculture right before we get every other aspect of our life right. And you cannot get agriculture right until you also get education right. Because today, education is has aspect of everything, and agriculture and education are merging very soon into one. The most educated are the best agriculturalists, and the least educated are the worst, and they cannot lead us anywhere. What I have decided to do now is to take an extract from the report we have done, from the investigation we have done, so that we give the people of Taraba a clue of what your enviable governor, through this committee, is going to come up in order to meet your aspirations and expectations. The Governor Kefas Abu program in agriculture, as we have worked, will be centered on farmers' education, with the objective of converting Taraba State farmers into professional investors in agriculture, equipped with relevant knowledge, technology, and hard work. The Taraba future farmer, we call him, is going to have a box. Every farmer will have a box containing 5 items. He is no more an individual who waits for the first rain, takes his hoe, and rushes to the farm and start planting. He is now a scientific planner who is planning his future, who is planning the future of the state, who is planning the future of the country. The Taraba State Program Box 4 The one we are taking now is for our king of crops, the number 1 and 2, rice and maize. We have various divisions. We have looked at various divisions. We have divided the state into various sectors, into the main heartland of Taraba, into the mountainous areas of Taraba, into the Mambila Plateau of Taraba, and into the riverine areas. Each section has its own plan. This plan now is for the main heartland of Taraba that contains reasonable rice and maize fields. Each farmer, his box contains 5 items. The first item is soil management. The second is production planning. The third is farm mechanization and cooperative. The fourth is farm input and farm input management. The fifth is cooperative development, relationship with development finance institutions, and agricultural research. So if we are going to have the food, all we need, then we must understand that the land and the environment that is called land is the king of agriculture. As we farm over the years, we extract nutrients from the soil. To keep soil healthy, we need to put those nutrients we took from the soil back. And this is the issue in the whole of Africa, and northern Nigeria in particular, and Taraba is also a special example. 90% of our farmers just plant the crops. In fact, they put herbicide first to kill all the grasses that are there, plant the crops, and harvest whatever they can get. They are not adding anything into the soil. And with this, every year, the farmer becomes poorer. Because the first year he gets 5 tons, the second year 3, the third year 4, the last year he says the soil is dead and he is ready to move. That agriculture has failed us and will continue to fail us. We have to change. There are uncountable elements removed from the soil, but the main ones are nitrogen, phosphate, potash, and a lot of micronutrients and metals. We need to send them back into the soil. Apart from the farm fertilizers that we put here and there, animal waste and wasted grass are the king because they are the source of those nutrients. So the first item in the box is that every farmer will be trained in compost making. Compost means you get animal waste, you get last year's leaves, you get grass, you get waste from everywhere, you combine them, you keep them over 2-3 months to become one homogeneous item, and you put them back into the soil. Where that is not possible, at least the direct animal waste you can put back into the soil. The second is alley farming. In alley farming, you farm in between trees so that the leaves of those trees are also falling back into the farm. And the third, of course, is the complete elimination of bush burning and excessive use of Roundup. You can now see at the end of the day, the center of the whole soil is education. When we say education, we don't expect every farmer to have a PhD. But the basic minimum education he needs is the fact that this soil needs to be taken care of. In the main report, the detailed program of how this is going to be done is going to be there. This one is to give you a hint to prepare the mind of the ordinary farmer. The second is farm productivity. The objective here is to enrich our farmers through knowledge-driven increase in productivity. That is, the farmer must aim at meeting his expectations, not meeting the minimum. There is no way you can survive in Nigeria now with less than 2.5 to 3 million naira income per annum. So every farmer must now aim at a volume. And if he is to aim at a volume, he must have equipment to achieve that volume. The next item is that farm mechanization. We are already very happy the governor has already taken the lead on that. Of course, our programs come simpler and cost-wise easier. So at the end of the day, we are going to provide the same program as he started with a slight amendment of cooperative mechanization through cost-effective tractors. The tractors we are proposing will cost about 50 million naira, and that 50 million naira will be earned by the machines within 1 to 1.5 years. But the most effective and interesting new approach is the farm input: fertilizer, herbicide, seeds, and veterinary drugs. By the time we induce farmers to earn more, they will be able to contribute more. So we'll encourage our farmers to contribute more, contribute to seed capital. The state government will only contribute a part of the seed capital, and this money will be provided in a commercial bank. The government will establish Taraba Supply Company, which only does the arithmetic, but does not pay for the inputs. The banks pay for the input. Everybody now can go to POS and pay for his input, and we are going to have a revolving fund that is going to provide fertilizer, herbicide, seed, and veterinary drugs on continuous basis, so that the farmer can budget whatever he wants and he will be able to do it. So at the end of the day, the hint is the farmer is going to be the center of the government. He is going to be part and parcel of the government. He is going to be part and parcel of the system. He is going to be productive, and he is going to make profit. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, in the House this afternoon, we will be calling on the Permanent Secretary Bureau for Solid Minerals for the next 3 minutes, please. Thank you so much. The Permanent Secretary Bureau for Solid Minerals, please. Okay, the next person is the Brunel Taraba State Master Plan. Okay, we have the Tages. And the Tages? Okay, he's on his way coming. When the Star Boy promised Taraba State that he's going to be doing all these things, people were saying he's just making mouth and they are not going to be. But he said he's not making mouth, he's making a declaration. To everything he has said, we have seen them come to pass in Taraba State. Please let's put our hands together for His Excellency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, my Governor, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Achebe Kefas, my grandfather, special guest of honor, General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and dignitaries, it is with great pleasure and an honor that we gather here today to witness the commissioning of the remodeled Government House Jalingo. It is a privilege to stand before you to inform you of one of the achievements of His Excellency, the moving forward captain, my Governor, Dr. Achebe Kefas, in the field of geospatial intelligence. Before I delve into the details of the achievements and plans of Taraba Geographic Information Service, I would like to take a moment to express our deepest appreciation to His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Achebe Kefas, for his visionary leadership in creating an agency such as TAGIS. The establishment of TAGIS by His Excellency, the Governor, is a testament to his commitment to leveraging technology for the advancements of good governance in Taraba State. Geographic Information System is a powerful tool that enables the collection, analysis, and visualization of spatial data to support decision-making processes. The creation of TAGIS signifies a significant step towards harnessing the power of GIS for the benefits of the state and its citizens. I must also acknowledge the Taraba State Assembly for the role in passing this bill that established TAGIS and commend His Excellency for prompt signing into law. I urge all Tarabians and potential investors to visit the TAGIS website for easy access to land-related services and information. The website serves as a non-stop platform for conducting business transactions and obtaining valuable data for investment decisions in Taraba State. In the coming months, TAGIS plans to showcase the percentage of arable lands in Taraba State through geo-visualization aimed at attracting investors in the agricultural sector. This initiative will provide valuable insight into the state's agricultural potentials and facilitate strategic investment in this sector. As the Director General of TAGIS, I am committed to upholding the highest standards of professionalism, transparency, and integrity in serving the people of Taraba State. My mission is to leverage GIS technology to promote good governance, foster sustainability, development, and enhance the overall well-being of the citizens. Your Excellency, the importance of GIS in good governance cannot be overstated. By utilizing GIS technology, government can make informed decisions, improve service delivery, enhance transparency, and promote accountability.
With Global, you order anything you want, and when you receive it, you celebrate it, because that tasty grilled chicken is
and investors. This initiative underscores TAGIS' dedication to promoting good governance and ensuring the protections of property rights in Taraba State. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, at this point in time, please permit me to invite the Coordinator of Brunel Taraba State's Master Plan for his own briefing.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies. I'm aware that we are pressed for time, and I'll just go straight, standing on the existing protocol. We have been saddled with the responsibility to develop a new master plan for this state. And the master plan is something that we project where Taraba State should be by 2050. I want to assure all of us here that having been part of the master plan in FCT, which is the capital of the country, we integrated so many lapses that has existed in other master plans that have been done across the country to produce a master plan that is unique and has never been done in our country. A master plan that integrates not just the state capital, but all the local governments, the senatorial zones. And as we are developing this master plan, we are not just doing it to become an academic work, we are integrating the investors who will come and help to realize this master plan. The purpose of this master plan is not just to do it for the sake of the exercise. By the time we are through, and following with all the investors that have been lined up, because we are sensitizing people both in and outside the country, Taraba State will certainly be the third most commercially viable state in this country. Time will not allow us to begin to go into the details, but we have a video that we have prepared, and we have brochures that we have produced to be like a teaser to give us an insight into what we have prepared. And I will have them share it to the dignitaries. And the video, if it's available, can be projected. Because we are, in this master plan, highlighting the potentials in all the various local governments in the senatorial zones. And we have even integrated security, because without security, no matter how good a plan is, it cannot be implemented. So we have all of this integrated in this plan, and I assure us that by the time the final blueprint is available, we will be proud to have been part of this exercise. I don't know why the video has not been integrated. So we have also highlighted the commercially available minerals in the state. We've highlighted the best places to undertake certain agricultural commercial scale agricultural development. We've taken cognizance of education, power infrastructure, even the erythropolis. For instance, the new Greater Taraba Master Plan, we produce an area that is 30,000 hectares, which is more than the whole of phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of FCT. So with the infrastructure and every other thing being integrated, you can begin to imagine what this state will be, even in the next 5-6 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the next we'll be having is the essay to the media that will talk on Roth Network. This program is being aired live on TTV, that's the state television, and of course TSBS, the radio station. Thank you so much.
Please permit me to stand on all existing protocols. Your Excellencies, I've been given 2 minutes to talk about something that is very dear to everybody's heart, which is the roads. And it's difficult to use 2 minutes to just talk about the roads, the dilapidated nature of our roads, and how bad it is. And when you look at our roads, we have 2 basic news. One is bad news, the other is good news. But I think let me start with the good news. We all love a piece of good news. The good news is that this is a new dawn. Just like you're seeing everything that's happening, something new is happening in terms of road. That's the good news, because we now have a governor who understands that the road to development is just that, good roads. If you don't have roads, you can't have development. And our governor, the action governor of the state, understands that. That's just the good news. Now let me delve into the bad news. The bad news is that we really have very, very horrible roads right now. And we're trying to show a clip of what we have, and it's, like I said, 2 minutes will not just tell the entire story. And it's just terrible out there, because some of these roads have really, really suffered a lot of neglect. And for those who are using roads, and all of us, I'm sure we use roads, you understand that that is part of the crisis of our roads. Our roads are suffering from every plague that has, every terrible thing that has plagued our country. Our roads have all the telltale sign of underdevelopment, the crisis of these roads. In fact, you agree with me if I say that our roads are suffering from almost something that is incurable, because some of them are riddled with all sorts of potholes. Some of them actually look like diseases. If you say the roads have COVID-19, I will agree with you. If you say that it has kwashiorkor, I will agree with you. They are just terrible, terrible. Whether it is roads leading out of the state or some of the roads within the state. So
I recommend this test. Keep your cooking oil in the fridge for 7 hours. Some freeze, saturated fats high, bad for heart, no free.
Really committed, putting in his energies, putting in the funding where it matters to see that we have roads that work. But I must say that it is not just an effort from the governor alone. It has to involve all sorts of partners, the synergy we can build together to ensure that we do just the right thing in creating.
Without roads, we cannot go to the development we are talking about. And we have a governor that understands that we need the right set of roads. So it's just terrible. It's a bad news out there, but we're making the effort. I don't want anyone to panic. We're doing, the other day the governor was telling some of us that next year is going to see a very big transformation in his investments in roads, not just roads, but also the bridges and linking up society, because those are what the roads do. And the roads will actually bring together people, not just people, but of course create avenues for commerce, for the farmers to be able to transport their things. And those are the things that we think roads will do. So like I said, it's both good news, bad news. The good news is that we have someone that understands that, look, we have to go back to the days when governors and government is interested in doing roads. The last time we had that was when Governor Danjuma Sunte committed himself, late Governor Sunte committed himself to roads. Like it's happening again, we thank God for the first time, after many years of neglect, we have a governor too that has committed himself to roads and is ready to make some of those roads work. I can also say to you that apart from the intercities roads, apart from the roads that are, linking Taraba, Jalingo with the rest of the world, even within the metropolis here and in some other local governments, there are great efforts to ensure that roads are being constructed. So this is we cannot, in 2 minutes, we can't tell you the state of all the roads. Many of us have gone through these roads before. We've seen them, and we know how bad it is. I'm glad that some of our governors from the neighboring states are also here. And I think with a collaborative effort that we're seeing, we're going to have a situation where we'll have the kind of roads that we need. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all part of the magic that is happening in Taraba. Many things are changing. The roads are changing. The dilapidated structures are being brought back. Everything is changing. We're having a new impetus, new energy, new zest, new everything. It's a new day for all of us. Taraba is changing. We're in the news for the good reasons. We're in the news for the right reasons. We're in the news for all the best of reasons. There's good governance in place, good leadership, and some seriousness. And all of that is channeled to our roads. So don't be shocked when next you are back in Taraba and you're applying beautiful roads, straight roads, well-constructed roads. It is all part of the magic that is happening in Taraba, the magic of good governance, the magic of good leadership, the magic of synergy between the leaders and the led, between our development partners, between our elder statesmen, and of course, our very, very vibrant young governor. The energy between the two of them is producing one of the greatest magic you can find in the state. I can go on and on standing here to talk about this, but we're limited by time. And the roads are coming. Thank you very much.
So, thank you, Honorable Emmanuel Bello. As a media to the governor, I think we should come to you to learn how to talk. But when we learn how to talk, we should also learn how to place the full stop. So a wonderful round of applause to him. Your Excellency, in summation and in summary, let me invite Brigadier General Faransa and Jeremiah Faransa Aliyu, FSS, MSS, PFC, DAGA, FWC, retired, to please come forward to discuss with us on the issue of illegal mining. Easy, sir. Easy. Thank you.
It's okay, please. Your Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, the special guest of honor, General Danjuma, GCON, extreme invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly and respectfully stand on the already established protocol. His Excellency, after his inauguration last year, established a special task force on environmental protection, public safety, and prohibition of deforestation in Taraba State. This committee consists of almost all security agencies in Taraba State. We divided the operation into phases. The first phase was sensitization and awareness. After we have gone around, we've seen the emirs, local governments, sensitizing them on the havoc of destroying our land. After that, the second phase is raid and arrest. The task force has a mobile code. Our own task is to arrest and hand over to the mobile code. Sir, we have gone around Taraba State. We have gone around the cronies and everywhere in Taraba State where mining is taking place. And we have seen the level of destruction done to our land by miners. We made a lot of arrests. We ensure that companies involved in illegal mining and artisanal miners in Taraba State were pinned down. and a lot of prosecutions were made. Our land has been destroyed. Sir, it's just that I will not be able to do presentation on slide so that you know the level of destruction done to our state by miners. Also on deforestation. All our forests has been destroyed. It has now turned to farmlands and mining sites. During these operations, sir, we were able to reduce mining to the minimum. And Taraba State was looked at as a pesetter. However, there is much to be done. One of the recommendations, we made a lot of recommendations, and it's already handed over to the appropriate authority to look into it, that the guidelines or the blueprint of how mining is to be executed in Taraba State should be streamlined and ensure that clean mining takes place and what is appropriate to the government is given to the government, while those ones that are appropriate to the communities where this mining is taking place is done. Based on Environmental Impact Assessment Act, anywhere mining is taking place, you're supposed to refill the land by 80%. But sir, everywhere I've gone, there is nowhere 1% is done. They're supposed to make provisions for infrastructures like clinics, boreholes, schools, or even sponsoring the children of those communities on scholarship. But that was not done. They took advantage of Taraba State and balkanized Taraba State. Recommendations, sir. The task force should be maintained, should be sustained to ensure that these marauders do not come back and start exploiting us. And the guidelines for mining with immediate alacrity should be released so that there we can even get a lot of revenue. And Taraba State will stand the test of time. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him. Next, we intend to invite the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Professor Nicholas Oliver Namasev. Please, a round of applause for him.
Your Excellencies, the General Sir, permit me to stand on the already established protocol for want of time. I'm going to be very, very brief. 3 minutes is given to me. When this administration took over the issues of agriculture in the states, there has been a whole lot of challenges, which His Excellency was able to put together some innovations and strategies. And if you have my PowerPoint slides, we can move together to achievements. One of the greatest achievements is the provision of farm inputs. Over time and over the years, we have what I call non-resident farmers taking over farm inputs and selling them. Yeah, we've been able to curb this by coming up with a data that captures real farmers. And that actually helped us to make the distribution more easier. We are still working on the data. Provision of tractors, the Dr. Abu Kefas agri-mechanization project has in its fleet about 850 tractors comprising of cabrio compact, 50 horsepower and global multipurpose mini tractors procured by the state government. We are in receipt of 475 of these tractors, and we have already commenced distribution to farmers as they apply. We have trained 250 youths to do maintenance of these tractors, repair them and operate them. We have so many other things that His Excellency has been able to do. And I want us to take a look at I like to rush to its benefits. When this program is completed, the state government is going to contribute so much to rural infrastructure development, improve access routes. Just like my brother has said, we have serious challenges with our routes. The SAPZ is going to really work on that. Let me tell us that it is as good as getting there, because we have scored 100% in the requirements of African Development Bank, and you can see that the milestones they have requested us to do, we have been able to achieve them. We are right now ready. As we speak, in the next 1 or 2 months, we shall be commissioning SAPZ in the states. Just like the SAPZ, we have already gone a reasonable, milestone to ensure that the rice and maize flour mill that has been proposed and is going to be financed by the Czech Export Bank is already also on the way. If you have my slides, you will take a look at it and agree with me that we are good to go in terms of those rice mills and flour mills that will be located in Wokari, Takum Road, near the substation there. It is going to happen because the same arrangement that brought up the tractors is the same arrangement that is going to bring up the rice mill and the maize flour mill. Way forward, we are going to be looking at 20,000 hectares this year for the dry season. We are working very hard as a ministry to be able to achieve that. We are going to revive agricultural extension services for us to ensure that farmers are abreast with the new developments in agriculture. In conclusion, the SAPZ and food processing initiatives of this administration will enhance food security and economic prosperity of the states. Our partners, African Development Bank, Czech Export Bank, and others have confidence in the state. This is the report we have received from them. So we are therefore calling on all Tarabans, all our stakeholders, sons and daughters of Taraba State, to join hands with His Excellency to move Taraba agriculture to an enviable level. Thank you very much.
Professor Nicholas Namasen. Please, we should give him a wonderful round of applause, and I tell you the reason. The reason is that he's the Commissioner for Agriculture and also looking like a farmer. So please, a wonderful round of applause to this professor and to this Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development. Your Excellency, because of time, it's now my singular honor and privilege to invite Engineer Naomi Abu, the Commissioner of Energy and Economic Development, to discuss with us on ECOWAS bank arrangement. Honorable Commissioner, some people say you don't judge a book by its cover. I agree. It is only when I look at this commissioner that I know, yes, you don't judge a book by its cover. The content is in the brain. So we wish you good luck, and we wish you good luck because the energy is what we need. So, Honorable Commissioner, you may wish to talk.
Good evening, Your Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, and also good evening to our special guest of honor, General T.Y. Danjuma. Please permit me to adopt the existing protocols that have already been established and to talk about the ECOWAS bank transaction and other transactions of the ministry that is currently ongoing. So following the mandate of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas when he became governor, and also his mandate for the people of Taraba State, in also ensuring that he invests in the future of Taraba State and not just in the present, there were key projects based on the directive of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas that the Ministry of Energy and Economic Development embarked on. These key projects were birthed and derived following the key economic indices of the state, the micro and macroeconomic indices of the state. So these key projects, this bucket of projects, as we famously call them, one of it is a 10-megawatt solar power plant in Jalingo, and another one is a minimum of 10,000 hectares rice farm with irrigation facilities. And another project is a dedicated rice mill for this dedicated rice farm. And the fourth project that we embarked on looking at is an industrial park project that cuts across different local governments with different clusters. And the fifth project is a hydropower plant, and I'll tell you how all of this connects. So the first project, which is a 10-megawatt solar power plant, the 10-megawatt solar power plant is to be located in Jalingo to ensure that Jalingo has sufficient power, even when the grid tons of Jalingo still would be connected to valuable electricity supply. And it's also to ensure that commercial activities in Jalingo also continues even when we don't have adequate supply from the national grid. The second project, which is a 10,000 hectares rice farm with irrigation facility. The reason for this project, yes, I hear my colleague, the Commissioner of Agriculture, with the SAPZ project, and I also hear the Committee on Food Security on Agricultural project. But what we're trying to do with this key project is to get the economic importance of the project, not just for food availability, but the economic importance of it. Then the dedicated rice mill, the dedicated rice mill is for the rice mill, for the rice farm itself, and it will also enable that all the small rice farmer around the area, and the area of choice for this project is actually Tukundi in Okari, will be able to offtake this rice and process them for export purposes. The industrial park, it has 5 clusters like I earlier mentioned. One of the clusters is agro-processing. So we're bringing in industries that will offtake most of these crops that Taraba State indigents are already farming and be able to add industrial value to it for export purposes as well. We also have the logistic cluster. When you have an industrial park, you must always have a logistic cluster to be able to export most of this product. You have the mineral beneficiation cluster in anticipation of the mining activities that our General Faranza has helped in cleaning the mining sector for us to have the mineral beneficiation. So whenever we mine these minerals in Taraba State, we must add value to it so that we don't take raw materials out of Taraba State that constantly encourages illegal mining. Then the residential clusters, then we have general industry clusters where companies like plastic industries will be able to come and invest and employ the people of Taraba State. So far, this is what we've done in achieving these projects. We've engaged with the ECOWAS Bank for investment and development. And in engaging with them, they actually sent a mission down to Taraba State some months ago. The mission that is sent, they visited some of the key sites that we're looking at, and right now we're at documentation stage with the bank. As I speak to you, next week we have an update meeting with the bank. Constantly they keep asking us, we need this document and we need this document for us to complete the transaction with Taraba State. We are interested in the regional development of Taraba State. Another bank we've approached is the African Development Bank. And this African Development Bank is to ensure that we spread our needs for development across all development institutions that we know of. Another bank that we engage is the African Export and Import Bank, famously known as the Afrexim Bank. So following the visit of the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, like I earlier said, that we started documentation, we've also gotten the approval from the ESCO, the Executive Council of the state, to name the park the industrial park, following one of our key stakeholders of the state. Following that, we did set up a technical steering committee. This technical steering committee cuts across different ministries. It cuts across the Ministry of Energy, it cuts across the Ministry of Agriculture, because we believe that it takes more than one ministry to be able to execute most of these projects. We've also commenced this, we've also finalized the survey of this project site. And as I speak to you right now, we have people that are at this site taking environmental samples to be able to test and develop the reports that the bank needs. So following all of this, we've also commenced the registration of some of these industries that we're talking about. We've completed the Taraba Agro Integrated Farms Limited, one of the industrial company that will be processing and adding value to the crops. So as I speak to you as well, the Afrexim Bank, they've also directed us to engage an arm of the bank that they hold equity. The group is called Arise Integrated Industrial Platforms. So these Arise Integrated Industrial Platforms, what they would do for us is all these projects that we're looking at, the industrial park, they're going to help us pool industries that will set foot into it. The concept of all this project is also to ensure that we utilize the resources that we have in the state. For the industrial park, the Kashimbila hydropower plants that our special guest of honor has ensured that it's now one of a key asset to a stakeholder in the state. Okay. To a stakeholder in the state, we anticipate that the Kashimbila hydropower plant will be able to provide power to the industrial park, and also the Kashimbila airport will also serve as a cargo airport, following definite consultation with key stakeholders that own this asset. So in conclusion of all of this, the target budget that we're looking to raise for the state is over $1 billion. And we believe that we are able to do this because Taraba State is not just an empty land, it's a land with great resources and beautiful people. And under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, I believe we'll be able to accomplish all of this. Thank you very much.
All right, let's invite the Professor Nicholas Oliver Neweson for additional information. Commissioner for Agri, please.
Thank you very much. I left out some.
With Global, you order any
center in Karim Lamido to take care of the so much rice that is being produced, and also to ensure that the road network there is revitalized and reworked. The African Development Bank has this character. Once they are in a state, it shows that every other donor agency or investment agencies will have no doubt because they have a protocol. And that was why I mentioned that everything they have required from us, we have been able to do it 100%. So a round of applause for His Excellency for standing firm to ensure that those protocols are observed. So African Development Bank has invited the Islamic Development Bank to also bring in money. So we are looking at a situation whereby the bridge itself that links, we are hoping to have a bridge that will link Lao to Karim Lamido, because Karim Lamido right now is the only local government that is millions of miles away from other local government. What I'm trying to say is that local government, the Karim Lamido local government is detached from other local government. So there will be an agro transformation center there. The road network there will extend to Adamawa State, to Gombe State, and to Plateau State. So these are all reasonable projects. And like I said, we have no business now. What we're waiting for is the commissioning. We have another agro transformation center, the agro industrial hub, which is going to be in Lao. From Garimalam, the span of land that is there, that is where the center of activity is going to happen. The major machines for processing of agri produce will be done there. And so you are also to applaud His Excellency for ensuring that these things are done. We have yet another one that is in Wokari. About 500 hectares of land has been given to Africa, the SAPZ, to establish another agro transformation center. So these are holistically what SAPZ is going to do in the next 1 to 2 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Nicholas Neweson, Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture. Your Excellency, we are about rounding up. But they say all work no play makes Jack a dull boy. We sought your permission, sir, through your SGS, and it was granted. We are going to have 2 traditional dances, 2 minutes each. First is the Taraba State Art Council. Please, you will not exceed 2 minutes. Then Kefas and members of his group, please. Nah? Okay.
Close to you and you understand what I mean. At this point in time, we'll be calling on the Dr. Kefas singers of Taraba State. Please, this is your time, and of course, it's 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Sabon Kefas yace na fada wa Tarabiya. Ba mu gaji ba, gwamna Kefas kai ne namu. Abu Kefas singers muka zo mu da wakar gwamna.
Damina mai albarka, sannu gwamnan mu na kowa. Kai ka zo da haɗin kan Taraba kowa na murna. Yadda Kefas gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne ba. Damina mai albarka, sannu gwamnan mu na kowa. Kai ka zo da haɗin kan Taraba kowa na murna. Yadda Kefas gwamnan mu abu ba mugu ne ba.
Jirgin fitan mu gwarzo shafama. Da sanyin taimakon mutan gari kwada alfarma. Kefas mai ba da tallafi a gidan kowa. Kwarin yola ina yabon ta mazan fama.
Damina mai
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Hello. What time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum wage.
We are TV Station of the Year, not just for breaking news, but for being first, fair and accurate. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo.
Why you don't know their accounts, please look for their houses. Why you don't know their houses, please look for their offices, so that you give it with dignity, with honor, and honor to our fatherland, the Nigerian nation. Kowa na son arziki amma akwai doka. A dinga ba sa musu aljihu, a dinga bin su a gidajensu, a dinga daukan account nasu ana basu, ko kuma a sa envelope sai a zo a mika hannu, ya fi daraja in ji doka. I've just been informed by security personnel, it's not from me. So thank you very much. Your Excellency, after here, all our guests shall retire to their various lodges, feeding and whatever that is necessary is provided. And let me announce this, sir. It's the standard law of nature that whatever has a beginning must definitely have an end, except, of course, the kingdom and glory of God, that has neither a beginning nor an end. Whatever you start, you must one day have to finish. I wish to announce before God and man that we have come to the end of this great grand occasion. Shall we therefore rise in honor of our fatherland for the national anthem, please?
Telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
Here to Apapa Road. Over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
We go there. Day your day. Day by day. Let's go.
go day, your day, by day, all the way, we go day. Everybody look, see what I know. Be like you, Mama Mary J. Are you good? Princess Mary J. Foundation. Anyway, you do, even if I said, are you good? Who don't know Mary J. Foundation? They call us.